I was camped out in City Hall for the hurricane. I slept in my office. We had our command center at Mount Sinai, one of our hospitals. And right now I'm on Ocean Drive, about to head out with some of our teams and look at some assessment on the beach.
We keep saying that the East Coast missed the worst of this storm, but that is certainly selling things short based on the damage that we've already seen, the videos coming in from Miami Beach. I know you're without power there. There was some pretty massive flooding in the financial district and other places, and 3 cranes collapsed. What do you know so far before you get out and really survey it all?
Well, I was running around yesterday. We were out last night. We were driving around. Let me tell you what we have. Number one, we have trees all over the place, all over the streets that came down. We have power lines that are live. We have a couple of gas leaks. But overall, Miami Beach seemed to have done very well during this storm. We were very fortunate, very lucky. We did not take a direct hit. I could tell you that our pumps, our generators, they did a lot of work. They were great. They were built for tidal surges. Literally for high tides, for king tides. We got some of the highest we've ever seen. But the pumps came through where we elevated our roads, made a very, very big difference. And although they're not designed for a hurricane, they certainly helped yesterday.
The financial district, we've all seen some of the feet of water that was flooding into storefronts, into areas. Has that receded at this point?
I understand it has receded a little bit. Obviously, that's not on Miami Beach. But the overall assessment for us pretty much is that we've had some damage, but it's not catastrophic. It's relatively minor. And what we're doing, of course, we can't have any of our residents come back today. We're going to clean up the city. We have first responders. We have cleanup crews descending all over Miami Beach right now to make sure the city is able to take back our residents. We expect to allow everyone back by tomorrow.
I take it you're feeling good about evacuating Miami Beach, though.
Absolutely, 100%. This is a catastrophic, as I called it, a nuclear storm, twice the size of Andrew, packed an incredible punch. We saw what it did along the Caribbean. The ability for us to have gotten our residents and our visitors out earlier, even before the mandatory evacuation, proved crucial. And I think it was a heck of an exercise for everybody to have watched. And I think also more important, Becky, is that we're learning now how important it is to build resiliency into your city, how important it is to be prepared for these types of storms, because these are not becoming unusual. They could become more of a normal fact of life going forward.
How do you do that? How do you build resiliency in? What specifically has Miami Beach done that you think helped so much along the way?
We are along on a $500 million project. Our name of the game for us is protecting our city against sea level rise. We have been seeing rising tide, king tides, during certain times of the month, certain times of the year, where water, even on sunny days, was starting to get so high in the bay that it was backing up and flooding our streets. What we did is we began raising our roads, putting in massive pumps, raising our seawalls, changing our building codes, and making sure that Miami Beach is leading the nation, showing resiliency and how to deal with sea level rise going forward. Now, clearly, this also helps when it comes to hurricanes as well.
Changing the building code how? Making it so that you can't build in certain areas, or making it that things have to be built up to hurricane strength?
Well, not really, actually, for us, since Hurricane Andrew, the building codes have been dramatically increased statewide in Florida. What we've been doing in Miami Beach is allowing you and making you build higher off the ground. So if you start building higher, if your roads are higher, if the tide is higher, we're keeping pace with what's happening with Mother Nature.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.